Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Yes, I did finally make it on with Hogarth. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He had completely lost track of what day it was, so started the live without me. Oh dear, Hogarth, wait up. Anyhow, I was quite happy to reschedule, but we did manage to get together on the live, so that was absolutely fabulous. Okay, first of all, huge thanks to Maggie. I did the unboxing in my Message from Spirit video. She has hand crocheted and posted to me, oh my goodness, Maggie, this most beautiful blanket, and it's got, can you see the butterflies on there, the butterfly pattern? Absolutely. And the tightness of the crocheting, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I've popped it over my chair at the moment. It does match my beautiful artwork by Valerie Maud. But I think I'll be putting it away somewhere a little bit safe for the time being, because we are going to be doing house renovations, and it's too nice to just have it lying around. I know it's there for usage, but absolutely, it'll just have to find a special space. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular video? There's some news coming out regarding the DOJ and EPS, and I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale, which again was a gift from a beautiful viewer, because I've still got it, but my old beaten up, dog-eared, abused and used deck over there was looking very tatty. So again, gorgeous viewer sent me the Gilded Tarot, a new deck. So thank you for that as well. Okay, what's in the news? Well, there's two things in the news. I am going to read on Judge Sullivan has ordered Blanche to, have given him 5 days. It's like, oh, please, why can't it just be tomorrow? But given Blanche 5 days, this is from a couple of days ago, 1 day ago, 5 days to provide the court, Judge Sullivan, with unredacted versions of certain EPS-related files for private review. So this is for Judge Sullivan to review in private, but he has done it. Apparently he will do it. It's called private camera review. So I suspect it'll probably be filming him reviewing them or something, because why else would they have camera? To show that he doesn't alter or fiddle with the documents at all. Katie Fang asked to be present when the review was going, but Judge Sullivan has denied that, and Katie was like, oh, well, if you don't ask, you don't get. Absolutely. If you don't ask, you don't get. So why not ask? Worst that can happen is you get told no. Okay, the reason why, so apparently he had until yesterday, this is Blanche I'm talking about, to provide these documents, or a reason why not. Now, apparently Blanche provided the court with an explanation as to why certain files were redacted, but Sullivan, God bless his little cotton socks, doubted Blanche's explanation and demanded he provide proof supporting his claims. So pretty much Judge Sullivan has come out and said, I don't believe you, provide them please, I will review them privately as a judge, and then I will make the decision. So Blanche has to either provide he has to provide the documents, and if any of the documents is still redacted, blacked out, names, etc., he has to have a really good excuse, ergo victims' names, and that's about victims identifying. That's about the only thing Judge Sullivan will accept, as to why names and information are being withheld. And the excuse of, oh, because they're important, it will not cut it. Okay, so there's that happening, and that's what I want to have a look at to start with today. But something else crossed my eyeballs as well this morning. This happened today. A federal judge, Judge Jed Rakoff, who I hadn't heard of this happening yet, is the judge on a case. These are US district judges. He's a judge on a case of Jane Doe versus First Bank Puerto Rico. Now, the First Bank Puerto Rico, apparently, allegedly, entertainment only, was the bank that was Epps' longest banking partner. So right back in the day, before he got on with JP Morgan and Chase and New York, whatever its name is, and apparently knowingly funded his Epps' operations. So this is on msn.com, this particular article I'm reading. So Judge Rakoff, R-A-K-O-F-F, Rakoff, has warned that sealed records in the suit against the bank could expose DOJ documents and court files identifying alleged co-conspirators, not victims. So basically, the judges pretty much said that the information that comes out will not be sealed and not be confidential. He added that he retains unfettered discretion over the documents filed in conjunction with any motion, meaning the records could become public. Okay. The warning lands as the DOJ is separately fighting to keep co-conspirators' identities hidden. Now, this is why I said on Hagar's show, I don't feel afraid. All this that is now coming out, we are in a truth-telling time that we can see. It feels overwhelming. It feels like, oh my goodness, whack-a-mole on steroids. But this has always been going on, whether we saw it or not. What is coming out now is what has been happening 20, 30, 40 plus years. Remembering that the Australian Federal Police 40 years ago, 1986, denied the felon, the orange idiot, a casino license because they identified him as a Russian asset. There, having ties with the Russian mafia 40 years ago. So it feels like an enormous amount is coming out now, and it is, but that's because we're in this truth-telling time, and we cannot correct, we cannot deal with and make create a better world if we don't know the truth of what is actually happening in our world. Okay, so what have I got? Well, we are in uncharted waters. I've used 3 decks in my personal readings today, and I think I got this a couple of times when I was reading with Hoagie as well, Hogarth. The Fool card. We are here now because we are meant to be here now. Everything that we have done in our past has brought us with our skills and our ability and our knowledge to this point. What we have, our lived experiences has brought us to this point here and now to be able to do what we personally feel that we can do at this time. And whether it's spread the word or whether it's being an inspiration in teaching a child to read and write or do basic mathematics or start a community garden or whatever it is, grow bean sprouts, mung bean sprouts in your pantry and give them away to neighbours because they can't eat lettuce at the moment, whatever it is. Our lived experience has brought us to the here and now. There is a shite load of stuff coming out, and it will come out, and it'll feel like boom, 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 boom. As I said, whack-a-mole on steroids. Just trust that we can cope with it, take time out, be flexible and go with it Don't try and fight against. And when I say fight against, I'm talking about, but government's always been this way, so therefore it should be this way, and that's why how it has to be. And if it's not that way, we absolutely lose the plot and fall apart and can't cope with it. Be flexible in that, right, this is what is happening. If I pivot this way, I can do this, and and by doing so, we will thrive. But there's going to be an enormous amount of information that comes out, and we are in uncharted waters legally. Okay, I'm going to bring you down because I'm just glancing at the next couple of cards. We are in these uncharted waters. There's going to be an enormous amount of legal information that comes out. We've got these two cases alone in regards to EPS. There's the New Mexico investigation still underway. This is hidden agendas being revealed. This is about also being in touch with your spiritual intuition, but this is about information being revealed, hidden agendas that some parties would like kept hidden. They are going to absolutely come crashing down. And then we've got this Three of Swords. Treason, betrayal, heartbreak, loss. You've then got unexpected news coming out, somebody perhaps going down, and then the Seven of Wands and the manipulation. So on the back foot trying to defend in the manipulation. Okay, so just be aware. Oh gosh, a lot of information coming out that is speaking the death knell of what was. We cannot rebuild and we cannot create new if we cannot acknowledge what was. The ending of what was, the beginning of something new. Now, I've seen a few comments come out say, oh, I don't know why the journalists at the dinner didn't get up and walk out, etc. I'm just going to put it out there. The worst thing for a narcissist is to be ignored, to stay there and ignore them. People were on their phone, they were chatting amongst themselves. He was up at the podium in his drugged out yippee bean state, and they were like, ha ha ha, yeah, right, whatever. So that is the most brutal blow that can happen to a narcissist. My ex is a narcissist. We separated 30-something years ago, went through mediation instead of via the courts for our separation. And the worst thing I could do to him was to, while we were in mediation, he'd be going, and I go, yeah, whatever. And he couldn't handle that. He was like, what? But you're supposed to react to me. And it's like, yeah, nah, whatever. Oh man, talk about, and that's when he completely lost the plot and gave up. Yeah, there are going to be enormous truths come out about particular oligarchs, about particular moneyed figures. So we got the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. Do not be surprised. There's going to be some figures that we are going to be, I would never have guessed that particular person. Do not be surprised at anybody. I mean, you only have to look at what's coming out. Oh gosh, I put that back randomly and then split the deck and here it is again. So they're wanting me to keep talking about it. Do not forget, like Swalwell, is that his name? You know, oh, he was the golden child until all of a sudden some truth came out. We went, oh, hang on, maybe not. So do not be surprised. I must admit, I wasn't surprised. I didn't get great vibes off of him, but yeah, just bend with it, go with it. Have your moment of surprise, and then okay, right, what are we going to do with it? What do I want to have a look at? I want to have a look at, oh gosh, harsh truth coming forward that's going to bring about a dramatic ending. I will have a look first up about the Judge Sullivan. Actually, I'm going to throw some cards on both. So the first one is Judge Sullivan, who has basically said you've got until Monday next week. Get your act together. Not even Monday, probably Monday. I'm assuming it's 5 working days instead of 5 days itself. Somebody's going to flee. Watch for who leaves the country. They might say that they're going, business trip or something like that, but they're not coming back. Just watch for which of these oligarchs leaves the country. Just watch for it. A lot of this, as I was saying to Hogarth, a lot of what we're reading on now doesn't make sense because we're not privy to what's going on behind the scenes until we'll read the cards, and we're trying to put our knowledge and our logic onto the message. But a lot of it afterwards will go, oh, duh, that's what they meant. There is reports that the Yahoo is going to fly in tomorrow or over my night, Tuesday for Lindsay's thingy and meet with the Orange Idiot. Interestingly enough, the Orange Idiot has not mentioned him by name since there was rumours of his passing. So I'll be interested to see what photography comes out or videos, etc. Compare the ears is the best way to check. Assuming there's video that comes out, not photographs, because speaking of photographs, there's a new photograph of Mitch apparently been released, looking 10 years younger. The missus is in the same shirt she was in. They're pretty much in the same position that they were in with that previous fake photo, except that the background has changed. So the people are the same, but what's behind them has changed, and they put a different shirt on Mitch. Which is apparently a photograph from 3, 4, 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly how long. It was proven to be fake. This latest one's fake as well. We know that. You know that. Okay. My question is, what's going to happen with this that has to be handed over to Judge Sullivan? Right. The Page of Pentacles is the signifier here. Some is going to be handed over. Okay, I'm getting that some is going to be handed over in an attempt to placate. Is that the word I want? Placate the demand. They're not going to hand over what's all that's being asked for. It's like, oh, here's some, to try and appear to have fulfilled the order. King of Wands, that'll be Judge Sullivan, making some sort of ruling in regards to it. He's a no-nonsense judge. So the challenge to this handing over a small amount, being a page of documentation, I think is going to wear thin very quickly for Judge Sullivan, because he is the challenge to them. You got the Page of Swords there, the energy stewing in at the moment. It can be a whistleblower, but again, it's a page with the truth here. And it may be what gets handed over, because you've got the 2 Twitter birds on there as well. What Blanche may hand over is what is already publicly available. It's just BS. So I'm interested to see how it's going to play out, because I don't think Judge Sullivan is going to tolerate this sort of behaviour. But what is he going to do about it? Throw Blanche in jail? We'll see. Anyhow, in the past, we've got Queen of Cups. This is about an attempt to internal within the DOJ to keep a lid on certain things, keep things undercover. But crowning this reading is the 3 of Swords. Treason, loss, heartbreak, despair, betrayal, legal swords plunge through the heart, the truth. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think Blanche is about to find out. Okay, there's the sort of truth in the immediate future. Yeah, Blanche does not want to give these up. He might not have a choice as the sword is drawn. Right, you want to do battle? We're doing battle. I don't know what Sullivan can do to Blanche to force him to do so, though. I really don't, but I wouldn't want to cross him. Okay. Externally, I'm asking about these documents. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just find rat poop in your cup. Now, I don't think that is. I'm thinking they've got it all lined up in a row and hunky-dory, but there's a rat in the rafters there. And again, not happy with what is being offered. So you've got the one cup. Oh, might be the cup with the rat poop in it as well. If you can see the rat up in the rafters there. So I think this is holding on to what is hidden and offering something up, but it's a very distasteful offering up. Okay, I might have to look to see specifically what Sullivan's going to do about it. Hopes and fears, the Eight of Cups. There is a paper trail connecting, you know, Sullivan has demanded for his perusal, for his examination, this information, but he's only got the one on the table. There's all these other 7 that have not yet been harvested, and he knows that they're going to be missing. So he's going to look closely at the one, but he knows there is more. Okay. Crowning the reading, we've got the Hierophant. This might be the Supreme Court. The Queen of Wands. Information coming forward about the other 7. This could be okay. Might go to the Supreme Court, the demand for the information, because this is internally doing, to get the other 7 that have not been provided. 7 of Pentacles, these 7 Pentacles are in the tree and unharvested. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's slow moving. It is going to take time. And then you've got the Ace of Cups and the nightmare situation. If the order this process of discovery, this process of ordering this information, it's highly emotive and nightmarish for some people. I'm just going to put it out that way. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, money laundering, money changing hands, the 3 of Pentacles, dark money behind the scenes, and the Death card. Significant ending of whatever is happening here. And I'm not talking about Sullivan, I'm talking about this money laundering, RICO stuff. The Death card is coming for it. So, yeah, okay, I think Judge Sullivan has ordered it. I think Blanche is going to play stupid games, get stupid prizes, because he's desperate to cover it up, not let it out, trying to block the devil's connections. But I think the information, you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the secrets being revealed, and you've got the Russian card. It may not come out. They're terrified of it coming out. He's trying to block. Blanche is trying to block this information coming out. But it's going to come out anyhow. And it may be because the Kremlin doesn't have time for the orange idiot anymore, because his alliance lies with whoever has the latest, shiniest thing that they've offered him. Okay, what is Blanche going to do? What is Blanche going to do? Sorry, not Blanche. What is Sullivan? What is Judge Sullivan going to do when Blanche does not provide what is asked for? What is Judge Sullivan going to do when he offers up pretty much a pathetic offering, thinking that'll satisfy him? No, it won't. You absolutely won't. You've got the sly fox trying to make off with the truth, trying to get away with the truth, the truth of it. Okay, Hierophant, higher courts. I think that's the only thing he can do is have it go through the higher courts. The Hierophant and the Tower. Okay. The challenge is the Tower. Is this order crumbling when it reaches SCOTUS, or is this the regime crumbling with the discovery? Oh, you got the Devil. 3 majors straight out of the energy stewing in, tied to the Devil. Absolutely Blanche, that is. I'm not Sullivan, Blanche. Dancing the tune of the Devil, but what they don't realise is the Devil will always, if you sell your soul to the Devil, he will come to collect at some stage. Always. And that's what I find astounding. Hogarth and I were talking about it on his show about with the AI, with, Altman and Teal and Musk and all those ones that are creating these Eye of Sauron type AIs, thinking they will control it. They will not live forever. They've got this mentality that somehow they will live. No, the only guarantee when you are born is that one day you will die. And it doesn't matter how, as shown with the Orange Idiot, regardless of how much makeup they slap on and photoshopping they do of his face, which is coming out when you compare apparently the originals with what's actually been put out in the media. Apparently he's a lot worse than we even think he is. It doesn't matter how, and same with Mitch, how hard they try to live longer, eventually it catches up with you. Always. Go and cryovac yourself and see how that goes. Oh, I might do a reading on that one day to see the spirit's gone. Once the spirit's gone, the body is empty. It is just a shell once the spirit is gone. So it doesn't matter whether you cryovac yourself and put your brain in a batch of pickle or something. Once you pass and the spirit leaves, that's it. Something that those that don't have inner spirituality find difficult to comprehend. Okay, come on down, because they operate on an external basis and thinking they can control the external. Doesn't matter how well you can control the external, when spirit and universal energy and life is internal. When it's over, it's over. It's about what you do on the journey that will make you live on in history, and whether that's fame or infamy. Okay, so the Devil at the bottom there. So what is Sullivan going to do in the past? The Ace of Wands. So this is, when I'm asking what's he going to do, this is after Blanche doesn't provide. So this is yet to come, because I'm talking about a future event. Ace of Wands. The order going out. Action being taken. New action being taken. And crowning the reading, the Moon. Now look at this through line here. All major arcana. Secrets being brought to the surface. It will not be stopped. This information, all that's happening is a delay. This information is going to come out. All that's happening is that the actions of Blanche and his ilk, Cannon, Hubba, whoever you like to insert in that bar, whatever they, all they're doing is delaying the inevitable. It is coming out. Oh, gosh, another major arcana. You guys saw me shuffle. I shuffled here in front of you. The Empress, the immediate future in this process. This could be connections to Russia. This could be the birth of something new. This could be in the abundance, bringing forward an abundance of something. Okay, so let's see where it goes. Finding himself in legal contempt and very possibly jailed. At the least, losing his law license with that Eight of Swords and facing judgment, harsh judgment. The hopes and fears, the Page of Cups, they absolutely fear this information getting out there, but it's coming whether they like it or not. Another major. Goodness me, what have we got? 1, 2, 3 that are not major arcana out of all these cards. Strength of the case. Working together with others. Might be a third case that comes up. So we've got this Rakoff, Judge Sullivan, and there might be a third case that comes to the fore, and then he's down. Blanche might find himself and the end of the oligarchical protection. Blanche might find himself, if he can't protect the oligarchs, he knows too much. They might do away with him. Got the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups fleeing. You then got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, so 2 tens. Sneaking, trying to get away with the secrets. Abandoning 3 cups and moving forward. Ten of Cups, ending of this happy family pretense, the stress of the burden of the overreach, and then you've got that Ace of Pentacles. It all comes out. I want to have a look to see what happens to Blanche in regards to this. He might find himself falling out a window or drinking a toxic cocktail, or what's going to happen to Blanche when he is unable to protect the parasitic carpetbaggers. That's what he was put in for. Bondi wasn't up to the job, obviously, so they've swapped him out for Blanche. She knows if she's got any sense, she'll tell to protect herself. What's going to happen to Blanche when it's apparent that he cannot protect them? Oops. Let me move that box, Spotty Dog. Let me move that. Just pop that over here. Come in for a cuddle. Yeah, there's a Spotty Dog. Come for a cuddle. Yeah, cuddle with his mum. Okay, we've got the Emperor here. Looks like Miller. So the Emperor taking control. Yeah. Go and lie down somewhere, mate. He's struggling to breathe at the moment. You got the Emperor taking control. You've got the moneyed oligarchs here. Oh, betrayal, abuse. I mean, look at the figures in the background, finding themselves flat. I'll do it. I'll deal with it. Might find himself replaced. And the Three of Wands. Information coming forth. Eight of Pentacles, the money trail. Documentation, the Ace of Cups. What's going to happen to Blanche when he can't protect them, when it's obvious he can't protect them? Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Discarded, perhaps, paid off. Queen of Wands, throwing under the bus, and on your bike with the Two of Wands. Off you go. an announcement coming from the White House with the Four of Wands that he is moved along with the Six of Swords. He might find himself discarded. Pretty much. I mean, what this regime does is they just use and abuse, and when you're of no longer any use, you're discarded like a used tissue. Ick. Hey, Spidey. Yeah. So I don't see a good outcome for Blanche there. Okay, I want to have a look at the other case just very quickly. I'll just throw a few cards. Again, this is another one where Judge Rakoff has advised in Jane Doe versus the First Bank of Puerto Rico that he cannot guarantee that he is the one that will determine what discovery material is required, and he is the one that will determine whether it stays private or not. Now, on July the 2nd, Blanche refused, arguing that last month, oh, this is the Sullivan one. Okay. He refused to release more material, saying it would harm the victims, and the judge said, well, I will decide that. So I want to have a look at this one. Okay, from 2011 through to 2019, the new lawsuit alleges Epps abused the First Bank Suits League plaintiff on at least 100 locations. 100 occasions, including forcibly touching, raping, and acts with other women. First Bank processed wire transfers to pay the co-conspirators, whose role in the venture was the recruitment, transportation, and control of women and girls, so pretty much trafficking. 2011. The late 2018 payment to the two sealed women fall within the 21 million in transactions, so they were paid off in late 2018. The bank in transaction, the suit says the bank processed after JP Morgan exited Epps in 2013. First Bank Corp, parent corporation, said in a statement that both firms categorically deny allegations. They have until July the 30th to file a motion to dismiss the case. Okay, so my guides have been saying forever that it is the money trail. It is the money that will expose who is involved. Ace of Swords, Justice, and the Fool. Uncharted waters. We are absolutely. So it's the money. The truth about the money. They've been saying forever that it is the money trail that will expose all these ghastly abusers. The Justice and the Fool card. New territory. You've got the... okay, I'll bring you down. I'm just pulling them off the top here now. You've got the uber wealthy thinking that their money will protect them. They're trying to keep it hidden, but they are delusional. So the uber wealthy thinking their money will protect them to keep the documentation of the money trails hidden, but you've got the smoke and mirrors there. You've then got these uber wealthy oligarchs are living in a la-la land of naivety of the past. I love this next card. I'll show you in a sec. They're living in this naive concept of the past. where it's almost like they don't understand that this information is digital. It's there. It can be hacked for sure. But just because you throw away the statement that came in the post, that does not mean the information is gone. But it's also about to do with children in the past, the tower, and the sun. It is going to be exposed and it is all going to come crashing down. Wow. It's going to be exposed and it's all going to come crashing down, and it's all the money trail. With that Eight of Pentacles, I'm just seeing what's next. You've got the Chariot, you've got the World card, you've got the Magician. Then was the Queen of Wands, information being brought forward, Queen of Pentacles, financial, and Queen of Swords. Look at these queens putting in an appearance. And then you've got the three queens working together. Only one missing is the Queen of Cups, and she's the one that keeps the secrets. No, it's getting out there. Got the three working together to take them down. I don't know who these three queens are, but I am liking them working together to bring these oligarchs down. Chariot, moving things forward, bringing closure and ending to this manipulation. Fully exposed, crashing to the ground, to do with the Littlies and these money people who mistakenly think their money is going to protect them. I'm so ready for it. Absolutely so ready for it. Like I suspect you guys are. But we need to get on as I split the deck, trying to take off with the truth, but it's not going to work with the Ten of Swords. Trying to get out of Dodge, take the truth, get out of Dodge, but it's not going to work with that Ten of Swords. There's a lot of stressed out, emotionally overwrought oligarchs at the moment. I'm just going to, good, parasitic bloomin' carpetbaggers that they are. Good. Yeah, there's some real stress over this information that's going to come out. And it is going to be, I mean, when it's he said, she said, there's, they're lying, or no, that wasn't said, or prove it. But no, there is no denying who got paid what, where, when, the wire transfer, the money. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Wow. Okay, it's going to be interesting. And we chose to be here witness at this time because of our life experience. Not just this lifetime, our past lifetimes, as what we can bring to the here and now. Okay, love to you all. Catch you shortly.